For all the great things that we see coming out of emerging drone technologies, this one is kind of an anachronism, but it should have been an obvious one. I wish I had seen this coming. I feel like I should have predicted this, of all things. Drones may soon deliver your newspaper in the French province of Auvergne, whatever the hell it is, from sfgate.com. Now, the reason this is a bit ironic is that we've got this incredibly high-tech device controlled remotely by passing information through the air that is now capable of finding your home and dropping off a physical object called the newspaper. And we're using this technology instead of using it to deliver information. We're using it to control a drone that's delivering information that's printed on paper. Drones are about to go postal in Auvergne, a province in south-central France. In collaboration with drone maker Parrot, local postal service La Poste Group will deliver mail via quadricopter drones as early as May of this year. The group is already testing the Parrot Air drone postal service with a team of 20 postal workers and 20 drones. The postal workers can control the drones by an iPod Touch, iPhone, and Android devices using Parrot's smartphone app. Drones are becoming more commonplace these days, with thousands of hobbyists building their own and sharing their experiences on sites like DIYdrones.com. Meanwhile, companies like FedEx are anxiously awaiting for the day when drones are admitted to standard U.S. airspace. Sorry, America, the French beat us to this one. Why? Because we have big government here. Oh. I mean, our big government sucks worse than theirs. FedEx wants to be able to use drones to transport packages rather than having to rely on passenger planes. That's because passenger planes need to be pressurized, which is expensive, and they also can't fly in formation, which is much more efficient. The FAA is working to officially allow commercial use of drones by, wait for it, 2015, but the drones cannot fly higher than 400 feet above the ground and must be at least 5 miles away from any airport. And we see now the FAA has already shut down a number of businesses here in the United States attempting to actually serve customers, serve the market, do productive things with drones. But no, you can't, because we're the government, and fuck you. And yet, this is a technology that is not repressible. The government's fear-mongering or desire to maintain their semblance of control over the airspace is not going to last for long. And maybe it's going to wait until 2015 before we see it widely developed in the United States. But if only because it's going to have to piggyback on the existing infrastructure. And I think about the delivery of newspapers by drones in Paris. They're probably just, I don't think they're going to be going over homes. They're going to be going over streets. They're going to be going over sidewalks. This is what we're going to see, and we're going to see this at some phase in human technological development on our way to the asymptote that's coming here in just a few decades, that we're going to have cars, hopefully by then, maybe all electric cars. Who knows? Maybe they'll all be replaced by drone taxis. But there's going to be an intermediary period there where you're going to see the oddest technological juxtaposition of an archaic system of infrastructure in the terms of roads and the fuel-based economy that the United States government has subsidized and kept the American market trapped in since it started building the roads. And you're going to see at the same time, what is already an incredible gap between the technology that is being crammed into automobiles in terms of navigation and onboard displays and shit in the glass and all the on the windshield, and all of the technology being packed into cars, and yet still being restrained by the infrastructure system technology that was developed over 100 years ago. And now you're going to see another layer on top of that as humanity proves its inability sometimes to get past old habits. You're going to see a layer of drones literally just cruising, delivering newspapers, FedEx packages, everything you want from Amazon.com right over the heads of people still driving those cars. Oh my gosh, it's a revolution. That was just the start.
We've got some hashes, so most of these are going to be a bubble extraction hash. Yep.
Please lend me your wisdom. I have watched in awe as you have grown from stubble to what you have become.